that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on a team looking to get into the win column, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Razorbacks will kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Got the first down and more. And he'll be ridden out of bounds, but not before a good pickup on that one. The Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, and we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Crosses the 10. And he's running in the open. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
I love this play call. You want to get your playmakers to football in space. What a creative way. This little kind of push pass by the quarterback. Get into the receiver's hands quickly and let him go make yards.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Calls his own number. Fighting for the goal line, and the ball's out. Touchdown, Florida! And they break the seal on the scoring.
Holy cow, how about that? You think he's going in for the score. It looks like he's going to get it. He fumbles the football. Who's going to get it? Johnny on the spot. The offense finds the football, lands on it, and gets the touchdown.
And the extra point is good. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running behind that left side. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Wow, what an impressive-looking run. You think back to some of the greatest rushing offenses in the SEC in recent years. Remember that offense that had Darren McFadden and Felix Jones both in the backfield, sometimes taking wildcat snaps? Nobody could stop them. This dude, I think, could have broken his way to that rotation with his ability. This guy's sick.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just your, like, little recruiting system and little farm team, Jesse. Like, we're a real conference that wants to come out and make a statement.
I agree, David. I think the Big 12 throughout the years here recently has done a good job reloading and bringing in good quality programs with a lot of talented football players and those wide open, up-tempo, high-scoring offenses that can give any SEC defense problems.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Six-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. To the air, it's Singleton. Quarterback adapted. He makes the connection. And the Razorbacks will keep this drive going.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Jet sweep to the receiver. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
On second down, just keeps firing. That's caught. It's Russell. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Grabbed in the middle. It's James. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
He's got his man. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The back goes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Singleton. Makes the grab on the left. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And this one splits the uprights. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the run from inside his own 5. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. sending the offense back to work. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
And here comes the offense on second down. Takes the handoff. It's Daniels. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking to throw, it's Judovsky. Fires to the middle. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line.
He uncorks one deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Abrams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
At the 33. And that's good enough for a first down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Arkansas 10, Florida 7.
New set of downs after that completion. He has the first and still on his feet. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. Mr. Two-Bits would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
How does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the right. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got... him. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just...
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Trying to take it back. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Arkansas. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. South Carolina is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up 14 over Kennesaw State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to...
And the ball's out, and they're after it. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Back to pass, it's Judovsky. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
That is just great total defense on that play. First off, you get pressure and you get to hit the quarterback. But 2, you've got the intended target double covered. There was no way the offense was coming up with a completion on that play.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He unleashes a long one. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Those are those where you're just looking at your hands, left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand. Dang it, I should have caught that. Nice play, break on the football. It could have been a house call. That could have been a game changer, but just couldn't secure the interception.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Looking for space. It's Russell. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. You're not getting him on the ground. Still on his feet. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
That chunk play has them in business, set up with a first down in the red zone. Running the red zone, it's Russell.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking for a man, it's Singleton. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
It's incomplete. It's now
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Got it! So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Fielded in the end zone. It's Abrams. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Scanning the field, it's Judovsky. The timing was just off with the freshman pass well behind him.
There's an example of what happens when a quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. All kinds of running room. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
And you see so many of these plays now in today's football. Wide receiver coming in motion, and the quarterback catches it, just flips it forward. That's a completed pass. You see the big plays where it just lets him get on the edge really quickly. And if he drops the football coming in motion, it's just an incomplete pass. So these plays are getting big plays with really no risk.
Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense. Looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wide out in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
They keep attacking through the air, coming after it. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And the Gators will hustle to the line. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's going to let it go. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
Why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute, throwing and running the football.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
Looking for a man. It's Singleton. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's James. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
Second and 10 here. He's looking to throw. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just now on the same page with his target.
And the Razorbacks will call on their punt team. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You've got to be so smart. You're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
I'll tell you what, you could tell the defense knew exactly what they were doing. They were dialed in, took away the primary target. And then it's on you as an offense. Now I got to adjust. I got to do something different to what they're doing.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Back to pass, it's Judovsky. Going over the top. And he's got it inside the 10. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
Love the play call here by the offensive coordinator. You can snip it. You can smell in the air. Blood in the water. Now we're taking a shot. You've got the athletes to go execute. Just dial it up.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They've gotten it down to the 1. Couldn't get it in through the air last time, and now it's 3rd down. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gators!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He wants to throw. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're ready to get it started here in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Dropping back, it's Singleton. It's complete on the right side. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, that was a dart right there. He's going to give Arkansas a chance because in the old days in the SEC, you had to run the football if you were going to win championships. Today, you better be able to get it done through the air. When you think of all the great play callers in this league and all of the Heisman Trophy winners this league has seen at the QP position in recent years, you better be able to do it throwing the ball. This guy, I think, gives Arkansas a chance with his arm.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's James. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
3rd and short now from their own 48. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. Wide receiver shows motion. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and not his best work. Coverage team does a good job, touches it dead, no return on this one. For the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Buying some time. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Gators want to pick up the tempo. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. To the air, it's Judovsky. Buys a little extra time. Time to take a shot. He's got it on the right. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. The Gators send out the punt unit. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They want to run it left here. At the 40, there he goes. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Middle Tennessee is going to enjoy the trip back to Murfreesboro after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there in Floyd Stadium, and suddenly it's quite the resume. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The Gators sending the offense back to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get it back. And a sack all the way back at the 5. And the Gators are in the hurry-up.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive and that can win one-on-one, and you saw it right.
Looking to take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going. Second down, now it's 3rd down.
And how about this defense? Really answering the challenge so far today. This offense, you've seen like last week. I mean, they can throw for touchdowns and big yards and big chunk plays. Defense has answered the call, played the deep ball well, played discipline, making this offense really earn everything they get.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's going to run it.
Yeah, and the QB decided to take it himself. He got a little bit of pressure, you can see, and decided to take off, scramble, and couldn't get the first down. And now it's fourth down decision time. No matter where it is on the field or what the distance is, you know there's a chance. We still might go for it.
The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly. So you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better. Right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
I understand the fourth down analytics and going for it all the time, but that deep in your own end, you're just gift-wrapping an opportunity for the other guy. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And the pummeling has started.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They got the ball in great field position and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Abrams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 2-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Right back to him on the ground. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. They'll give it to the back. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the offense on second down. The corners are walked up tight.